Microsoft is the company that made personal computers mainstream, with one in almost every home and office. And it all started when co-founders Bill Gates and Paul Allen were in middle school in the mid-1960s. Teaching themselves how to perfectly code, Microsoft has now become the biggest software company and also one of the most valuable companies in the world. In 1975, Bill Gates announced himself as CEO of Microsoft and served the company for 25 years. Steve Ballmer replaced Gates as CEO in 2000 and later envisioned a devices and services strategy. This unfolded with Microsoft acquired Dager Incorporation in 2008, entering the personal computer production market for the first time in June 2012. With the launch of Microsoft Mobile, the acquisition of Nokia's devices and services division, since Satya Nadella took over as CEO in 2014. The company has scaled back on hardware and instead focused on cloud computing, a move that helped the company's shares reach its highest value since December 1999. In our last video, we looked back at 8 facts you didn't know about Samsung Digital City. This video, we want to look at 6 amazing moments in Microsoft history. Let's look at how well they did and the stories behind them. Make sure you watch the video till the end.
Number 1. Microsoft acquires Skype. Skype was first released way back in 2003 by Tony Bates. 2 years later, it was acquired by eBay for $2.6 million. By the time Microsoft decided to buy, they had to pay $8.5 billion. This was the largest acquisition in Microsoft's history. Microsoft acquired Skype to compete with Apple's FaceTime and Google's Voice. Between 2017 and 2020, Skype collaborated with PayPal to provide a money send feature. It allowed users to transfer funds via the Skype mobile app in the middle of a conversation.
Number 2, Microsoft releases Xbox. Microsoft also entered the video gaming market and was successful in capturing a large market share. In 2001, Microsoft released the Xbox, followed by the Xbox Live in 2002. Both releases were very successful, which placed Microsoft second in the video gaming market. The Xbox 360 released in 2005 and was a very powerful gaming console while facing strong competition. Microsoft had to cut prices of their gaming consoles to gain a higher market share due to the competition. This was a successful move. The Xbox 360 was the most used game console in American homes.
Number 3. The agreement with Apple. In 1997, Microsoft saved Apple from almost certain bankruptcy by making a $708 million investment. Steve Jobs announced it on stage at his first appearance as Apple CEO to boos from the audience. Due to this, a key deal that paved the way for Microsoft's success was a deal signed by Bill Gates and then Apple CEO John Sculley in 1985. Right around the time that Microsoft first released Windows, Apple granted Microsoft a non-exclusive, worldwide, royalty-free, perpetual, non-transferable license to use the parts of Mac technology in present and future software programs.
Number 4, Microsoft Software and iPhone. At 2015's Dreamforce conference, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella demoed the company's iOS apps on iPhone. When Nadella did the once unthinkable, using the iPhone on stage, he acknowledged it but also made it clear it wasn't his phone. It is a pretty unique iPhone, he said. I like to call it the iPhone Pro because it has all the Microsoft software and applications on it, and it's pretty amazing. Number 5, LinkedIn becomes the part of Microsoft. One Nadella-era acquisition that's been beneficial to Microsoft is LinkedIn. Microsoft announced it would buy the professional networking platform for $26.2 billion in June 2016. It was a major step toward Nadella's new vision for Microsoft as a company that provides business services tech. In April 2017, Backchannel's Jesse Hemphill reported that LinkedIn founder Reid Hoffman had joined Microsoft's board and would be an ambassador to Silicon Valley, during a time when the company needed to restore its innovative and collaborative reputation.
Number 6. Tools for users. Now that computers were up and running with Microsoft's operating system, the next step was to build tools to streamline the user's experience. Today, it's hard to imagine a world where computers didn't run programs such as Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. These productivity applications, as Microsoft calls them, were revolutionary tools for getting work done. Plus, Microsoft's deal with Apple allowed it to develop versions of these programs for Macintosh computers as well. In fact, Microsoft spent $1.3 billion to acquire application Visio in 2000 as a diagramming software to go as an Office add-on. It is a lesser-known flowchart application, but it still sold and became a part of Office 365. Today, Office 365 dominates the productivity suite market. Competition from Apple software and Google apps has arisen, but nothing has come closer to the popularity of Office 365.
Hey guys, it's Arif, part of Techno with Rithvik. Today is our last video before we take our big break. We would like to thank you guys for showing us tremendous support on our videos. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to Techno Shield.